You know, St. Joseph is really the mystery man of Christianity. And if you know my story, being a convert to Catholicism, really bad dude, right, in my earlier years, really jacked things up. And then the Lord gave me the divine 2x4, hammered me with the truth. I fell madly in love with Jesus, with Our Lady, with the church, the sacraments, the teachings, all that stuff. So Our Lady was championing St. Joseph at the beginning of the church. Keep that in mind, because that's very important for what we're living in today. I'll get to that. He was in the prime of his life. He was a man so holy that he could live with the most beautiful woman ever and yet have chastity of heart, of eyes, and intentions. And yet this guy, St. Joseph, was so equipped with virtue that he was able to live in that marriage and be the guardian of the virgin, the protector of the virgin. All words that signify what? Manhood and strength and power. He wasn't an old man. Oh, no, no. He was given extraordinary virtues and privileges and dignity to be able to fulfill his mission. Now, I have to say, as a priest, this is embarrassing. Why? Because it took the church 1,889 years to get an official document on St. Joseph. But we got it, and it is a zinger. Who came again in an apparition? St. Joseph. If you're not familiar with it, that's the final one of the Fatima apparitions, the big one, where 70,000+ people were in a field and they saw the sun spin and gyrate and pulse like it was going to collide with the earth. And all three children, the little visionary children, said that right after that, this is important, after the chaos in the sky, they saw the Father and the Son, Joseph and Jesus. And together, Father and Son blessed the world. That, my friends, is the forgotten aspect of the Fatima apparitions, part of the fully approved message of Fatima, the presence of St. Joseph and the blessing of him and his fatherhood. That when a father is not a part of a home, exponentially it goes up, that the kids are going to drop out of high school, they're going to become addicted to drugs, they're going to be incarcerated, they're going to become homeless and suicidal. Seriously, we are living in a crazy time. That message of Fatima is so important that we need to tap into it 100 years later. Sister Lucia dos Santos, I don't know if you remember her, she's one of the visionaries from Fatima. She said that the final battle between good and evil will be fought over ecology? No. Marriage and family. Why? Because that's the building block of civilization. If that falls, everything crumbles. We've got to restore the importance of fatherhood, real fatherhood. Because how many people today have been wounded by a man, sadly? I myself have inflicted these wounds. In my previous days, I was an idiot in my manhood. And the things that I did, I hurt people emotionally, sometimes physically, and worse. When you see Jesus, you are seeing Joseph. Boys imitate their dads. Jesus imitates his heavenly Father for all eternity. He's the eternal Son of the eternal Father. Because see, that same truth applies to Joseph and Jesus. So Jesus won't look like Joseph biologically in his facial countenance and all of that. No. But when you see Jesus in his mannerisms, his accent, the way he swings an axe, the way he shaves wood, the way he treats a lady, you're seeing Joseph. Because God, in the person of Jesus, imitated Joseph. God, this is so amazing. Listen to this. God wanted to be like Joseph. And God obeyed Our Lady and St. Joseph. God doesn't obey angels. This is why Our Lady and St. Joseph are greater than the angels. All of them, no matter what choir. This is how profound St. Joseph is. How deep he is, the closeness of his union with Christ, and the power that he has. And we've got to acknowledge that fatherhood and restore that fatherhood in the Holy Family by getting a correct understanding of St. Joseph and bringing this into, globally, families. We're talking about a man who would die for you, take a bullet for you, sacrifice himself for you, climb mountains for you, swim an ocean for you and your family and your children. That kind of manhood. A man who would be willing to take you into foreign territory, let's say Egypt, where there's bandits and marauders, and protect you. That's real manhood. That's why he was a young man, not an old man about to croak. This is the real St. Joseph, the guardian of the Virgin, the protector of the Holy Family, real manhood, sacrificial manhood. He was the pillar for the Holy Family. We need more men today to be pillars for their families, spiritual leaders for their families. He's the one who sacrifices. He's the one who gives everything. That's why another title of St. Joseph is Guardian of the Virgin and Terror of Demons. When you're not pure, you have no power. You are spiritually impotent when you fall into impurity. And the devil ain't worried about you. But when you are pure and chaste of heart, you have power. And you too can become a terror to demons. Those titles are for St. Joseph, but they're also for us to imitate, like father, like son. We are starving here. We're worried. We're anxious. We got marital problems. We got children away from the faith. We got so many situations. Where can we go? We have Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. We know we have not here a lasting kingdom. We were made for paradise. We were made to be in heaven. That's our goal. I pray that some glorious day we all would be there again with each other, rejoicing to be able to see sweet faces of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. God bless you.